Ariel Helwani in Dallas for UFC 185 alongside Roy Big Country Nelson, who meets Alistair Overeem this Saturday live on pay-per-view. And Roy, you know, I got to say, you were on my show a couple weeks ago, and I got a lot of questions and comments saying, why does Roy hate you? What's Roy's beef with you? It just didn't seem like the same Roy Nelson, I have to say. What was happening?
I think you got me on a bad day. I think it was one of those, like, I just had a, I just finished up training. I was sick. I wasn't in the mood. You know, it was a Monday.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
Okay, well, it's good to see you.
I did give you a Scorpion King movie.
You did, and I appreciate it, and it's great. You did a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think there's more to come.
I hope so.
Anything in the works yet?
Hopefully. I got an offer for a July movie, so yeah.
Can you tell us more?
I say it's a Ben Affleck movie.
Is it?
Yes.
Wow, that's huge.
Trying to move on up.
What's the role? Can you tell us about it?
Don't know yet.
Ben Affleck movie.
Yeah, it's a Ben Affleck movie. So I'm excited.
You must have a good agent.
I do. It's my wife.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Well, congratulations on that. You're looking very slender. How much are we weighing for this fight?
I don't know. You have to wait tomorrow.
Okay. What are you expecting?
Over 205. Okay. Under 265.
All right.
Somewhere in between.
What's going on with this do the right thing? At first, I thought you were a big Spike Lee fan. I'm a big Spike Lee fan as well. But then I noticed it's right, as in writing. What's happening here?
No, it's the campaign. It's a national campaign for stop violence. Okay. It's what it is a program, kind of like DARE a little bit, but it's a program for middle school kids to have a way. What they do is they write essays about how violence affects them, like in everyday life, from getting bullied to getting mugged. You know, mugged to going to school. But it gives them a voice to talk about like how violence is affecting their life, and then in turn, what it does is it allows teachers, mentors, and like myself being a former teacher, it gives them more of an insight of kind of what's happening in their home life, and then you can kind of help that kid in a way to, you know, it's kind of like therapy in a way. But like some of the stuff, the essays that I've read is just like, you know, astonishing about like some of the violence that these kids actually see at ages of like 12 and 13.
You're a former teacher.
Former teacher.
I never knew that. What age? What grade?
I liked elementary school.
Wow. When was that? Before your fighting career?
Yes, before my fighting career.
Are you gonna go back when you're done?
That was the plan to because as a teacher you could do that when you're 50. Sure. And you can't fight at 50. Well, sure. I take that back. Ken Shamrock can, so
that's true.
You still can do it. So at 60, right. You don't want to. I don't want to fight, so I could always still go back and be a school teacher.
When you heard about this fight, Alistair Overeem, it's a man who's been knocked out 9 times in his career. That's a lot for a heavyweight. Were you licking those lips?
Not really. Was that not all at heavyweight, or was that light heavyweight?
No, but you know he's taking some shots.
Yeah, but it depends on how many fights you have. You got like 100 fights, 9 out of 100 is not very much. You're still 91%, not been knocked out.
You haven't been knocked out 9 times?
No. That's true.
You've taken big shots?
But I've never fought like 60 times either.
I'm trying to get you excited about the matchup. Did you like the matchup?
You know what? It wasn't a matchup I thought. When I asked for a fight, I thought I wanted to move closer to the belt. Okay. And then when you fight someone behind you, but in our division, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, so it's kind of wide open. But for fans, they don't understand the dynamic of.
I think they get this one. He's coming off a win. I mean, you're coming off a loss. That's a good spot for you.
Yeah, no, I can still, you know, try to take some of his momentum, and we can kind of go for it. Like, I think the fight doesn't, you know, change the position of how rankings work, but it's one step closer to the belt.
Don't put much stock in those rankings. They're a little kooky.
No, I mean, if we're going to go off of the Reebok deal.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
If we're going to go off the Reebok deal, then it's a popularity contest because it's a sponsorship. Sure. It's an endorsement. So then I'm the champ. So I should just put me number 1, and then we'll say it's a popularity contest.
How do you see the fight playing out?
You know what? I see the fight being all over the place. Like, I mean, it's a fight that could be, you know, striking to on the ground, but you know, at the end of the day, I just want my hand raised.
And like I said, you're coming off that loss to Mark Hunt. Does that change at all the way you feel about this fight? Do you feel pressure going into the fight? Is it still in the back of your mind? Are you anxious to erase it? How do you feel?
No, I'm just going one step forward. The only thing that I think about my last fight was just that I was literally one fight away from fighting for the belt. Yeah. That was about it.
Does that bother you?
It doesn't really bother me. It's just one of the it was through your fingertips and it's like right there.
Did you finish the camp at ATT?
No, I actually went back home and then finished out and back in Vegas.
Well, you have ATT coaches in your corner.
I do.
Will you keep going there for all your fights?
Yeah, no. The thing is there's I had good training partners and there's good coaches. It's just a little bit different because living out of a hotel is a little bit different, So, just trying to and get thrown into the mix of where you're like trying to find a camp or try to put yourself in a camp where you didn't have time. Like if I had more time where I found I was fighting in, we'll say December, then I'd probably still kept in Vegas. But since I knew I had some big bodies that were in camp or already training, then it's easier to just go, oh, we're going there. So that kind of changes things.
A pleasure as always. Good luck to you in the fight. I'm looking forward to it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.